Hello, my name is Kyle. I'm from the group The Backyardigans, and today I'm going to be talking about supportive struggle in learning mathematics. In my group, we have Anthony, who is the visual designer of this assignment, and he worked on the purpose. Emily was the quality assurance manager. She worked on the student's response and the why section. And I am the audio recorder, and I worked on the teacher's response. Describing the purpose of this teaching practice. The strength of this teaching practice is that it helps students learn through tough problems with minimal to no guided instruction, so it encourages critical thinking in these students and perseverance. The weakness is that the student's own mindset when confronted by the new content, students may be discouraged when presented with this harsh struggle. Opportunities is that the student is able to develop stronger understanding of the content that is being taught by the teacher. And the threats is that the educator will necessarily step in or that the student could possibly feel hopeless when learning the subject material. Examples of what teachers are doing while this practice is happening. The teacher's role in this task is to select tasks that are challenging for the students and force them to think critically. Um, if a teacher is to select a task that's simply too easy for the students, then the students aren't really being challenged and they aren't really learning anything, or at least not as much as they could be. Teachers need to give their students enough time to struggle with these tasks so that they can learn perseverance. Teachers also need to let students ask questions and to work together and to share their thought process. By asking questions, they're reinforcing their own ideas and they're getting confirmation on what they believe. Working together allows them to put their minds at work together and share their ideas. And sharing their thought processes with the class allows the teacher to know where the student is at when working on the task and what they're thinking. It's the teacher's responsibility to make sure that the students are thinking critically and that there is a struggle. If the task is too easy for the students, then the students aren't learning, and you're wasting their time and yours. However, it's important to lead students in the right direction so that they aren't completely left in the dark. Examples of what students are doing while this practice is happening. Some examples of what students are doing while this practice is happening are struggling with the mathematical expressions that were presented to them by their teacher, questioning the reasoning behind their answers. They could possibly be getting frustrated or upset when they're not really understanding. They could be feeling hopeless or they could be wanting to give up. It is the teacher's responsibility to make sure that the students' ideas are being reinforced and that they are constantly helping them, or not helping them, but they're constantly reinforcing them so that the students don't feel hopeless and don't want to give up. Um, just because students are struggling in math, it doesn't mean they're lazy or purposely doing poorly. They want to succeed, but are feeling a sense of struggle and hopelessness during this practice. So it's the teacher's job to help them. Why teachers should keep this practice in mind when they are teaching. Teachers should keep this practice in mind because not all students are the same. Some students struggle more than others, and some students even struggle with actual disabilities, whether it's a learning disability like dyslexia or ADHD or anything like that, or even a physical disability like hearing vision, muscle control, or more. Teachers should keep this practice in mind when they are teaching because it helps every student. Instead of skipping on the student who is struggling, they should spend more time with them and really encourage them to keep trying and to not give up so easily. A teacher's job is to teach every student the important information for them to succeed in life. All students struggle at time, but it is a teacher's job not to give up on those students and to help them until they understand the material. This practice is critical in math because many students struggle with math, but with a teacher's help, it can make all the difference. Supporting a student, even when they are struggling with help, will help them succeed not only in the classroom, but in life as well. Teaching students not to give up whenever they are struggling or having a sense of support will help them to succeed. The presentation template was by Slides Carnival and the photographs by Unsplash. Thank you.